So in this video, I wanted to take you through a little bit of the transformation that I have experienced being on this hair journey for about a year. So I want you to see just how things have changed, how things have evolved for the better when it comes to my hair, when it comes to my mindset, my finances. So anyway, being this much in debt, I'm now at a point where it's like you have to, when you know how they say like you have to hit rock bottom to really make a difference in your life. I'm like right near rock bottom. I'm realizing too that in order for me to begin to build wealth, to set myself up to the point where I can say that I'm building wealth, I would have to pay off the things that are crippling me. I think what's next, I'm just excited for growth, whatever that looks like. Maybe it's a big chop, maybe it's not, maybe it's longer hair, maybe it's not, maybe it's thicker strands, maybe they're fine, and that's fine. I hope that you stick around for this journey, and hopefully this has inspired you or does inspire you in some way, shape, or form, and it might be bigger than hair. So I'll see you around. So today we're going to talk about the consumer report findings on synthetic braiding hair. So number one, synthetic braiding hair is not regulated, but they don't require companies to put a product label on these packages. Typically, a form of plastic fiber, especially kanekalon and toyokalon fibers, are made from petroleum-based plastic fibers that are chemically processed to mimic the look and feel of hair. Beauty industry, especially that caters to Black women, I feel like is designed to empty our pockets more than it's designed to solve our problems. I would highly recommend that you read this book, Fatal Conveniences by Darren Olean. This book helped me jumpstart my clean lifestyle era. And I can actually send you a free copy of the book. That is how you can tell that a company or a brand cares about you, because they understand the point. So thank you, girl. I'm not gonna unbox it in this video, but this is the plant-based hair that she sent. And when I'm ready to braid, I'm definitely gonna use this. And so we're here to reveal what your girl has done to her hair. In this video, I'm going to give my very first impression of wearing plant-based braiding hair. The 100% natural organic plant fiber braiding hair. It's this lightweight. It's designed with Black women's natural hair in mind. Eco-friendly, it's good for the environment. Plant-based means it's natural, it's organic, it's biodegradable. It's going to give back to us. Of course, as I have this hair and I'm not neglecting taking care of my own hair, so I'm still washing my hair. Like, I'll put shampoo on the scalp, I'll rinse it out, I'll put conditioner, I'll rinse it out. Every so often I have my water-based aloe vera, I'll spritz it in there. I have my Ayurvedic spray. Every so often I'll spritz it in there. I oil my scalp, so I don't neglect actual hair care as I have these extensions in. Hi, pretty girl. Oh my god. So the plant-based braids are off and we are back. We're back to the mini braids, baby. I wore it for a month and 2 weeks. I washed it twice. So that's the thing. I didn't wash it as often as I should have. When I finally took down the braids, my hair was dry. My hair was dry. Like, if you could put a microphone up on my strands and you touched it, you would hear the crunch. But now it's so crazy because imagine back in the day when I would take down my braids and then install fresh new braids right after without letting my hair breathe. But then I would complain about my hair not growing. With synthetic braiding hair, you can braid it, you can wrap it around itself. You put it in hot water, you unravel it, or you take it down, and then it curls up. So with this, hot water doesn't work. So what I tried to do is when I washed my hair, I braided it up. I think I allowed it to dry, and then I took it down, and it did curl up. But the only thing is the curls didn't stay. So I guess it's really important too, as we're loving our hair, or at least for me as I'm loving my hair, it's realizing that comparison really is the killer of just like joy, killer of gratitude, killer of pride, feeling like you should be somewhere else, you know, as opposed to really enjoying the moment that you are in, the journey that you're in, you know, and it will be dark sometimes, but sometimes it's also okay to enjoy the darkness that you're in because it builds character. It gets you through to something. Once you're over it, once you've been able to get through it, then you're stronger. Sometimes you won't have that strength unless you go through that, like, you know what I mean? That's also prompting me to ask these questions has been a couple of things that's been happening in my personal life. One example being just a lot of grieving, and some of them so unexpected, so young. And not only that too, but the rate at which people are dying of cancer. And so all of these things are brewing in my head. I'm in my late 20s. I'm like, what else am I missing? Should I be doing something? What else am I doing on a daily basis that I probably should think twice about, that I probably should start challenging. But what can we do to increase the quality of our lives while we are alive, so that even if you live a very short life, the people around you can say, while he or she were here, they live. Okay, so in the spirit of Thanksgiving, thank you to all of you who have supported me in one way or the other. You've watched the video, you've clicked the like button, you've subscribed, you've left a kind comment, you've purchased the hair calendar for yourself, but also to support me. Thank you so much. Speaking of the hair calendar, this is something that I curated to allow everyone, to encourage everyone that watches my journey to also take part in it. So when you purchase it, you're not purchasing a product, you're purchasing a transformation journey, potential transformation journey for yourself or just anyone that you know that could benefit from it. I realized though that everyone might not need it, and I also realized that everyone might not be ready to commit. So for those of you who are not but would still like to take part in something that is so beautiful, I want to officially offer you, my hands are hurting. I want to officially offer you the product tracker and the hairstyle tracker at no cost. All you have to do is go there and download it and take part in the journey. And whenever it is that you're ready to commit, then you can purchase the full calendar. So again, this is my thank you for you, and happy Thanksgiving. If it's just me that's wondering this, but are we supposed to be adding hair supplements to our regimen? Because lately my timeline on almost every social media platform has been flooded by hair supplement ads, mainly minoxidil, and then even the orange one, Mary Ruth.
I came across this girl on TikTok and she's an organ failure because she was taking a multivitamin. Not the same one, but they have the same ingredients. So I'm going through the comments and there are women saying that their liver enzymes were also elevated whenever they were taking the Mary Ruth vitamins.
Supplements are not a substitute for TLC for your hair. They're not a substitute for getting enough sleep, for drinking enough water, for getting good nutrition. The actual fruits, the actual greens, they're not a replacement. Supplements are supposed to supplement. What is this? Oh my God. And now we do the other side. Lord! Sorry. Yay! You guys, has my hair grown, or look at this? Oh my God, I think it grew longer. That wasn't so bad. Guys, oh my God. In this video, we're gonna talk about my hair regimen. I don't own 1,000 different products. Is this a lot? Do you guys think this is a lot? And I don't do 5-hour-long wash days, God forbid, and I think it's working for me. So my thing is, if I can't hold everything that I use on my hair in my arms like this, then I feel like it's too many, because I don't think we're supposed to do too much of anything or too little. I think we're just supposed to find our balance, our very sweet middle ground that works for us. Isn't it crazy how thin my hair looks when it's in a braid, but then when I actually take it out, look how thick it is. Where is this coming from? So you're telling me this was this? Look, this came out of this? Bro, I'm in love. So remember that, yes, this is beautiful, but this is also beautiful. For at least the longest time, I've understood thin hair as being like a before photo, like a phase that is progressing towards something else, and something else usually looks like thicker strands or like volume of fullness and density. You know what I mean? I never really thought that I could say I have fine hair, full stop, and that in itself is a sentence that is enough. So remember that, yes, this is beautiful, but this is also beautiful. Why? Because God was very much intentional about both. In 1 year, I've gone from chin length to neck length to shoulder length, and I'm a little bit past collarbone. But then for 10 years, guess where your girlie was stuck? She was stuck right here. So for me, no matter what length my hair was, it was only there to be an anchor for attachments. And so I would take down a certain hairstyle, I would put on the next hairstyle right away. Take down that next hairstyle and put on another hairstyle right away. So my hair in itself had no name, it had no identity. It was literally just an accessory, and the main character was the extensions, as opposed to my own hair being the main character. And so I guess it's not lost on me too that we are products of our environment. And so we were kind of taught that vacation hair looks a certain way, birthday hair looks a certain way, graduation hair looks a certain way, you're gonna be a bride hair looks a certain way, bridesmaid's hair looks a certain way, you're going on a job interview, that job interview hair should look you know what I mean? So there's rules that's put in place that we kind of lived by, which is okay, but then we've lived by them feeling like we cannot redefine them. And I feel like we're at that place, girl, I feel like we're at that place where we can start defining things for ourselves. Okay, period. And not saying there's anything wrong with showing up with extensions either, or with a nice little bust down either. There's nothing wrong. Again, it's the dependency, the feeling like you cannot show up without them. That is the problem. I realized that taking a no extension sabbatical has probably been the one thing that has catapulted my hair health from what it was for 10 years to what it's now been in a span of a little over a year. How much healthier my hair is, actually a little thicker too, because I'm seeing comments about it even though I don't personally notice it, and definitely how much longer it is. Can I just tell you about how difficult it is to thrive with mini braids as a skinny hair girly? I'm just kidding. So when I took down my cornrows that I did with the plant-based hair, I said, you know what, let's give mini braids another run. And so we sat there and we did the mini braids, and she loved it and I loved it. And so I took the photo and I sent it to my cousin in Italy, and that's when my cousin told me that, girl, not only is my hair in mini braids, but my daughter's hair is in mini braids. And then my friend who came over saw my hair, saw my daughter's hair, asked to have her hair done in mini braids too. And then she said, tu es venu coloniser l'Europe. You colonize Europe with your mini braids. Representation moves quietly, and sometimes you just showing up is enough for other people to show up too. And the reason we're not comfortable with our thin hair in mini braids and saying, oh my god, it's so scalpy, is just because we're not used to seeing it enough. Something that isn't socialized, that isn't normalized, sometimes is looked at as like an anomaly. It's looked at as like weird, as different, but not always in a good way. And so the more we do something, the more comfortable you are with having it, and the more it becomes normal, I guess is the point of my video. Okay, so thank you for watching the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you really saw the progress, the evolution, the transformation, and I hope that this excites you to begin your own journey. So for all of the reasons to love your natural hair, again, I hope that you can continue to stick with me as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.